Good morning, fellow Nigerians. My name is Madu Ajaja. I am the convener of Open Nigeria and the anchor of Nigeria Now on ONN and the Nightingale Radio International. I love Nigeria. I have great passion for Nigeria. You can't question it. You see it. And I want people who think exactly like me, or near exactly like me, and those who want to learn about the truth about Nigeria. Yeah, Open Nigeria is a huge University of Open Nigeria, that is open to everybody, regardless of your creed, regardless of your sex, regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your religion and region in Nigeria, because we believe in one strong, open Nigeria. We don't believe in the north or south. So any person who comes telling you about north and south, whenever they talk to you, that is a prayer to the devil. And the devil has been answering that prayer since the past 62 years. That is why we are not moving forward. So we have to do something different so we can get the type of result we need as true citizens of Nigeria, who can go to Sokoto, who can go to Kebbi, who can go to Katsina, who can go to Delta, who can go to Adamawa, who can go to Edo, who can go to anywhere and live without being feared, without being afraid of being molested, being tortured, being hacked down because he doesn't speak the language, he doesn't worship the type of God people in that environment worship, he doesn't dress the way they dress, he doesn't do things the exact way they do, but with respect for the people in that area, which is expected of every responsible citizen. So the reason why I am making this video this morning is to let you people of Nigeria know, especially the young people, the at-risk people, those who will suffer most when Nigeria catches fire. So we get various platforms where they teach classes, history of Nigeria, the true journey of Nigeria that nobody teaches you in any classroom. And the reason is because they have so much to hide about Nigeria. So all of us will continue to be idiots that they can push here, push there, move forward, go backward the way they like. All right? So now some people now then develop this very bad retrogressive curriculum for us that has not taken us anywhere but squalor, blood, poverty, and everything that is negative. You see, every time you come to a Nigerian, somebody is asking you, are you a Christian? Are you a Muslim? Are you from the south? I'm from the north? And all that. It doesn't matter. We don't have any reason for that if we are Nigeria the way it was, how they started it at independence, even if the foundation was and is still wrong. That foundation is what we must correct. They told us that to keep Nigeria one, that is the war that they created in 1967. You know, how they built it up from 1966 into 1967. That was a tribal war, and the whole of Nigeria is seeing it now. It's only a blind man that cannot see it. That tribal war is still raging. We don't want that anymore. We want Nigeria. They created that war, to annihilate some people, to gain control of Nigeria. And you know what now? Everybody is suffering it. Both those who created the war, their generation is suffering it. So why do we have to keep ourselves suffering when we can open the country and everybody live in peace? Everybody can go anywhere. Everybody can sell whatever positive thing they want to sell. Everybody can make a living and still be that Nigerian. You see, when you talk about the United States, when you talk about Britain, do you see them fighting against one another the way we fight against ourselves? That tells you that something is not right with us. And these foreign powers with their cohorts in Nigeria want this to continue. So that is how they rob us of our future. That's how they steal everything from us to develop their countries. And then they give their acolytes in Nigeria pittances with which they continue to oppress us. So our message is very simple and clear. Open Nigeria means free, fair, unlimited and unconditional access to opportunity to all Nigerians to grow and develop and to progress and prosper according to their abilities and their levels of competency in a manner that will promote healthy living among Nigerians and above all promote and can sustain our national security and build a national cohesion on that. How about that? Is that something bad? We are not trying to overthrow government. Yes, we want to overthrow the Nigerian system that is driven by less than 1% of our country's population. That's what this whole thing is. They use religion to hold some people down. They use ethnicity to hold all of us down. We are one people. What is the color of your skin? All right. So check it out. So that is what we're asking. Open Nigeria. So what thing they use this thing to do now? We have a lot of platforms with which we are interfacing with Nigerians. Those who want to learn, those who already learn, and those who want to help us to spread this message, to teach Nigerians in their localities about the need for us to destroy and bury the old foundation and erect a new foundation for Nigeria and its future. Because we are better together. And if we decide that we are going to go our separate ways, we must do it in a manner that is peaceful. But I see a bigger prospect for Nigeria because Nigeria is strategically positioned to be a great country. It's just a few people that don't want to be, that don't want to make it happen. They work with foreign interest to continue to repress and destroy Nigeria. While we look and we line behind them sometimes, most times blindly, not knowing. They play the kind of politics that they are playing, Jim Crow politics. We think our allegiance should be to our political party instead of our first allegiance must be to Nigeria. So join us on WhatsApp. I see they see for there. Join us on Instagram. We have a anti-vote buying network. Is there right there on the link that you'll be seeing as a featured link. Go to Facebook, like and follow us. We also have a YouTube channel, ONN. The link to it is there. Join today, subscribe, and be part of this great conversation. Open Nigeria is actually the revolution that Nigeria needs. Seriously. Who don't want to make door open for them? Do you want to continue to live in this closed door? Where if you want anything, they'll tell you, say, go bring letter from an Oba, go bring letter from an Emir, go bring letter from a permanent secretary, go bring letter from an ex-governor. Who wants to live that? See where I did right now? I don't need any letter to go to anywhere I want to go. I don't need any letter to get any job that I want to get. Job pursues you. In an open system, it is there for everybody. If you have the ability to do a particular job, go for it, and it will be given to you. You don't need to bribe anybody in any ministry to tell them, make them push your form, make it a move. No, because that's how they corrupted the civil service. That is why everything is so difficult to get. But here, you can walk into any place that you want something from. After they serve you, they will be telling you to that they're going to send you a survey for you to rate how they perform, how far you want them to help you. Is there anything we did wrong this time that you want us to correct so that in the future that will not happen? I will look forward to a day that is happening in Nigeria. I'm telling you, I had the opportunity of working in the best hospital here. I did not know nothing. Nobody, I didn't know anybody. When I was applying, one of my friends said, oh, that's a white hospital. You're not going to get that job. I tell them, I said, no lie. I went and applied. 2 days later, they invited me and went there and discussed with them. They asked me one specific question. What can you bring to this? What change? What innovation are you bringing to this institution? And I told them they were satisfied. After a week, I was offered a job. So that is the type of Nigeria. If not Nigeria, who born my father? Well, go get that kind of job. Great job, So opportunities are limited to the children of the elites. Opportunities are limited to those who think that who make us believe that they own Nigeria. Now, they don't own anything. The reason why they think that they own anything is because of the lazy attitude of you and I not enforcing our God-given rights, not enforcing our rights associated with our citizenship of Nigeria. Because if we don't start from the scratch, that is why we must learn this history of Nigeria. That is why we must learn the story, the journey, how it started. But the only place where you go feel learner right now is at the Open Nigeria Universities. Open Nigeria University, we have various platforms where we reach people. Our WhatsApp platform is one of the hottest in the country right now. The link is there. Join to see what we are doing there. Bring your ideas. Don't bring your political party. When you come to that place, just bury your political party. Talk like a Nigerian. We don't care where you come from. No suggestion is stupid. We want to hear from you, because ignorance is part of Nigeria's biggest problem. So let us share in our ignorance. Let us learn from each other. Let us open our head and our hearts to learn new ways. Let us be able to ask questions that are specific to certain situations that we are suffering in Nigeria. So we can hear from people who are knowledgeable about them, those who can discuss with open mind and open heart to, inspire us with new ideas, not with the archaic ideas that has left us in one spot since 1962. If you to know that Nigeria is on one spot, go to a typical Nigerian government hospital. You go cry. We are in one spot. We didn't move. Go to a Nigerian university. You will see the kind of classroom where human beings are taught. You will see. Go to the hostels. You will see how people live. Like they are in a, I don't even know how to describe it. So go to the primary schools. Go to everywhere. Look at the road. Look at the quality. They may paint it black, and you are praising them that they are road masters. Come here, make you come see roads. Durable roads. There are roads here that are 100 years old. Nothing touched them. They are still there. Because the people there have a maintenance culture. Nigeria will build, and that's it. They say God will come and continue to maintain the road for them. So we need that type of leadership that is progressive, that is proactive, that is people-oriented, that is patriots-oriented, to drive Nigeria away from the darkness it is in right now. The country is dying, is bleeding, and it's bleeding because of our conspiracy of silence. We keep quiet when people from our areas are doing the wrong things. Somebody is a thief, you call him our thief, leave him alone for us, it's our thief. Every time we are talking, you tell me about North, South. You tell me about that the North has to have this number, the South has to have this number, and all that. Instead of bringing the people, the best intellects to drive Nigeria, regardless of where they come from. As long as they have this patriotic zeal to serve and do the right thing for the people of Nigeria, what can be as good as that? You wake up in the morning, you turn your tap on, it's running. You wake up in the morning, you turn on your light, there is light. You get onto the roads are smooth. You go to your work, you do your beats and come back. You go to the ministry when you need anything, your file is moving without anybody pushing it. Everybody does his or her own part. But why we like to inflict pains on ourselves. We like to make things difficult for our selfish benefit. Somebody will sit down on a file and be waiting for somebody to bribe him before he does. Even you go to the bank now, you go, a teller will expect you after withdrawing your money to give him part or her part of what you withdrew. It's a bad culture. You go to the Nigerian airport right now, you are landing at the international airport. You want to use the restroom, you want to go and urinate. You see somebody with a tissue paper that is supposed to be put in a place where people can dispense it on their own. No, they have the paper in their hand, then they cut you some, expecting you to give them money. What kind of country is that right now? This is so shameful. So they turn our young people into beggars. Somebody is coming, is going to school, you have parents and all that. Then one of them sent me a message, actually, that he didn't want to bother his parents for school fees. So now me, he ain't go come bother. Why? Because I bring myself into the public to tell you the truth. You don't want to bother your parents for money. You don't have a job with which you make money to pay your school fees. Then you come to me That is blackmail. And it's going on every second. But people are not able to talk about it because they are afraid of losing political patronage. We must tell ourselves the truth. Good fathers tell their children the truth. I tell my children the truth. If I don't have it, I don't have it, and they understand. Now, they told us to keep Nigeria one. It's a task that must be done. Must be done. Now, I'm saying this, let us utter that. To keep Nigeria one is a task that must be done through justice, and emphatically through socio-economic justice. If everybody has what he or she does, Nigeria will be just. If everybody has what he or she is doing, you are hopeful about getting a job when you graduate from school. Nobody will be able to come around and push you around during an election to give you chicken change for you to vote for him. Now, we are at the moment where we must first question ourselves before we can question some other persons. Let's go back to the past 24 years. How have you been voting? What has been the thing that inspired you to vote for a particular candidate or a set of candidates? Is it because they say PDP all the way, APC all the way, without you thinking as a true citizen of the country, where do you want this country to be in the next 5 years? Who can take you to that pathway? Who can take you to that level where you want Nigeria to be? Are we asking that question? So that tells you that this concept of a party all the way is stupid, the most stupid thing that even a lot of us buy into. Go look for the right candidates to vote for in elections. And especially this one that is coming. I still say that it's very, very uncertain that we have a credible election in 2023. But, you know, who am I? I'm a patriot. I am hopeful that hopefully the people of Nigeria, not INEC, will decide this election that is coming. We will tell INEC, we must be prepared to tell INEC that we are the people. Now, we are those who make the choice, and we are those who are going to enforce the choice. We are going to make sure that we are those who will decide, who will make sure that the choices that we made stay at the end of the day as outcomes of our efforts. So, not INEC. INEC can do all he wants to do, but when the people say, this is what we want, INEC has no choice but to bow. So, our people, get ready, wake up, know your choice, know your rights. Now, I will itemize those rights. The right to your life, sacrosanct. The life to your choice, sacrosanct. The life to freedom of, the right to freedom of expression. The right to freedom of association. The right to freedom of worship, of whatever you call God. And the right to self-determination. All these rights are embedded in the Nigerian constitution or enshrined in the Nigerian constitution. But Nigerians don't know them because they don't ask questions. How many Nigerians have a copy of the Nigerian constitution? How many of them? You come to the Facebook to write nonsense and trash. I think the Nigerian constitution actually is on the social media. It's you Google it, you will see it. Go and read the provisions so you cannot continue to remain in darkness. When all of us gather together to say we want to enforce our right, who is that person anywhere to stop us? So they capitalize on that. This is a country where people tell you that you have to get police permission to gather. No, God did not make us that way. We are free people. It's even unconstitutional for anyone to go and take permission from the police, as long as what you are doing is for public good. You don't need permission from the police to organize a rally, to organize anything. You don't need it at all. But how many people know that? Nigerians don't know it. You run to the police now, you have empowered them to want to collect money from you. They will delay you to the last minute. Look at this show of shame Obaseki performed in Edo State. So shameful. Governor of Edo State. You understand? Denying Nigerian citizens the right to gather. The right to use public facilities. It doesn't have that power. But unfortunately, because the people don't know their rights, they will continue to have their ways. So now, come to that University of Open Nigeria. We teach rights, we teach history, we teach the Constitution, we teach government. So you have that basic understanding. And the reason is because of the way the country is structured. Here in the United States, for you to pass, to graduate from any school, you must either pass history or government. And that's why the government cannot push them around. They know it. Even as small children, they already know the Constitution. They know the principles of checks and balances. They know the definition of government. How many young people, how many governors actually know the definition of government? Even your president doesn't know the definition of government. You might be surprised that he doesn't know. So Nigerians, wake up. We will appreciate you joining us every Saturday. This Sunday, something big is going to happen. So that is why it is important for us to join what is happening. We're talking about what's the quality of the Nigerian population. So I'll be hosting a die-hard Nigerian patriot, a very consummate Nigerian, Patience Key, in Bowie, Maryland, United States, Sunday at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That is 1 p.m. Central Standard Time in the United States, parts of the United States, and 2 p.m. Eastern Time in the East Coast of U.S., 11 a.m. Pacific in the West Coast. So please, these links that I shared, especially the Facebook and the YouTube links, will take you to that show. It's going to be 8 p.m. Nigerian time. 8 p.m. Nigerian time for those who live in Nigeria. Please be sure to tune in to hear this young, very cerebral lady talk about the quality of the Nigerian population. When you match it against the quality of Britain, 67 million. That's what the population of Britain was in 2021. You know what the population of Nigeria is? We don't know how to count. But I tell you, it's over 250 million. All right? Now, the population of United States as of 2022 was 322 million people. All right? And when you look at Britain and the United States, and the access to opportunity the citizens there have, compare it with what Nigeria has. And then weep if you want to weep. Get angry and get inspired if you wish to vote in this election for those who can bring capacity into Nigeria, who can make Nigerian population a productive population. Our population is big for nothing. That is why we are not producing. That is why dollar will continue to rise, our naira will be crashing like crazy. How will your currency be the strongest when you don't produce anything? Everything you are doing is you are important. Well, let Patience Key talk about that on Sunday at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the East Coast, and 11 a.m. Pacific Time in the West Coast of the United States, and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, Houston, Texas, United States of America. I am emphatically inviting you to the show. So far, the ads that we have made today, I've seen over 500 people have liked it because they want to hear that. Don't be left out. I hope you'll be there. God bless you, and God bless Nigeria.